So I've been wanting to discuss this for the past couple days, but I decided to hold off my excitement for the final episode of Boku no Hero Academia and discuss it. So a season 2 has been announced for Boku no Hero Academia, which, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh, yo! That's so good. That is so good, because I'm so glad we are going to be getting a season 2 to this just wonderful anime series. This is such a wonderful anime series that Studio Bones has crafted. They have done such a fantastic job with this anime. Oh my god, they've done such a good job. So, season 2 has been announced. And overall, my thoughts, I can gladly say, truthfully say, 100% say, that I am excited for a season 2 of Boku no Hero Academia. Usually, when I see a manga or a light novel adapted into an anime, usually it's trash. It's fucking shit. Usually that's how it is. Usually. I'm not saying everything, but usually that's how it is. About 90%, maybe 70 or 80% of the time, usually the adaptations are fucking trash. And Boku no Hero Academia has been the exception. It's not trash. It's been, like, you know, panel by panel adaptation. And seeing how Studio Bones has handled this season, I can actually say I am really excited for the next season. I'm not like one of those times to where I finished season 1 and I knew season 1 was bad and I'm like, oh, please don't give me another season. Please just don't give me another season. That's what I usually think. But it's actually good. The season 1 was fucking good, and now we're getting a season 2, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get to see my favorite fucking arc animated. Like, legit, I'm gonna say right now, anime onlys, what is coming up in season 2, because we get a teaser. Oh, we get a big fucking teaser. Yeah. If you did not see that scene after the credits, go watch it right now. I do not want to spoil you, please. I don't want to spoil you. Go watch that scene after the credits if you did not see it before you continue with this video, because I want to discuss it. I gotta discuss it. I gotta discuss that shit, because, okay, anyways, I gave you enough time. I'm gonna discuss it now. That final scene at the end of the episode, and when it says, like, season 2 announced, that is by far, I think, my favorite character, like, yeah, probably my favorite character of Boku no Hero Academia, easily. And I know many are probably thinking, like, what, why do you think he's your favorite character? Well, I'm not gonna let you know. Anime only. I'm not spoiling you. Like, I legit will not spoil you. I promise you, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I want to tell you right now, that character, I'm gonna say right now, you're probably gonna have a lot of fun with him when you see him adapted in the anime season 2. Or if you read the manga, if you decide to go ahead and read the manga, you're gonna love his character, because I will say this. One thing, however, his character has been built up since the beginning of Boku no Hero Academia. Like, yeah, he has been built up, and it's really awesome. And you know what? I've dropped some hints here and there throughout my entirety of my episode reviews. I'm not even joking, seriously. Manga readers caught on, but I have dropped hints in my reviews. Seriously, I have. Now, manga readers will catch it, maybe they didn't, but I did drop hints of what may be in store for season 2. So now that I got that out of the way, I just gotta say, my hype for my favorite character getting animated, hell yeah. So, anyways, final episode, my overall final thoughts of season 1. As I've already expressed, I have enjoyed this entire season. I really have to say, I am not disappointed whatsoever with this adaptation. I am so used to finishing an adaptation and just being absolutely fucking disgusted. That's how I usually feel, but I can actually finally make my final video on season 1 and just say, I loved it. I fucking loved it. And I can honestly say I loved how this was handled. I'm like, yes, Bones, you did a good job. This is how you handle anime. This is how, you know, studios should handle anime companies. Like, learn from Studio Bones. This is how you do it. This is how you do the proper pacing. This is how you do the animation. This is how you do, you know, the production and all that. This is just how you handle an anime. And I'm just so happy. I'm so fucking happy. I'm just so glad, because I was so worried. I was so worried when I started this series. I really was. I was worried when I first started. You all probably saw me how worried I was. I was so worried when I started the series, it was going to be a good anime for maybe the first 3 to 5 episodes, and then it was just going to take a turn for the worse, and it was just going to go straight downhill into a pile of shit, and it didn't do that. I was still worried up to this very episode. I'm not even joking with you. I was really fucking worried until this very episode. Now, my worry kind of pushed aside when I saw last week's episode, but I was still somewhat worried because, the final episodes usually could, end off on an anime original or something. Maybe Bones might do something like that, but they didn't. They did not do that. They truly beat my expectations, because honestly, I was looking down on Studio Bones. Before this anime even begun, I was really worried. I said it many times in my trailer reactions to my discussion videos before the anime even aired. I was really worried about how this series would be handled, and all my fears were for nothing. I didn't need to fear anything at all. They did an excellent job, and I really shouldn't have looked down on Studio Bones. They definitely did something that I'm glad and proud to say they did a good job with. So, next season, Studio Bones is going to be handling Mob Psycho 100, and I gotta say, they're on a roll. They're definitely on a roll now. I mean, they get Boku no Hero Academia, now they're getting Mob Psycho this upcoming season, and then they're going to be making a Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, so, I mean, they're definitely making some quality series this year. They might be this year's Madhouse. Definitely. They probably are this year's Madhouse. So, getting back into the core content of this final episode, for the most part, it's kind of like set up for the next season, and it also lets us see the first look at how pros have to handle the real world, like how pro heroes fight villains, and that's what the entire meaning of this arc actually meant. It showed that our heroes, even though they're strong, they're not ready for the real world. They're not ready to fight real villains, because look at that one scene, the perfect scene that summarizes the best part about this arc, is when you see that scene to when Deku, or Izuku, he's charging to save All Might, and as he's going to save All Might, you see it to where Shigaraki just pushes his hand straight through, and you see it to where Izuku's about to be grabbed, like his face is about to touch his hand, and we know what's going to happen. We saw what happened to Aizawa. We saw how his, elbow started to disintegrate because of his Shigaraki's quirk ability. So, Izuku touching his hand, if his face would have touched his hand, his entire face would have been disintegrated. And that's scary as fuck if you take a moment to think about it. So, Izuku almost died at that moment, and it shows you the reality of how our characters, our cast, is not ready for the pro world. They got the first taste of it, but they're not ready, because they're in over their head. They're not really thinking how, a pro would think, because, I mean, some of these villains, they'll kill anyone on sight. They'll kill a child. They don't give a shit. They'll kill anyone. They'll take a hostage, and they will do anything to survive or get out or do whatever they need to do. And, the children, they're not ready for that. They're not ready at all. And we get to see an actual glimpse of this, of how our pro heroes come in and save the day. So I like that. I really love that aspect. I love the one moment in this episode where All Might, he was just, kind of bluffing, acting like he was going to do some shit and, kick the shit out of Shigaraki, but he was putting up a front and acting like he was about to go in, but really, he was about to power down. I love that scene so much. It was such a great scene, a really well done scene. I love the tension in that scene as well. Even though as a manga reader, I knew what was coming, I know what to expect, I love the tension. It was like I was watching it for the first time. Well, I technically was watching it for the first time. You get my point, though. It was like I was seeing the scene for the first time, because the way it was done, it felt so brand new. It felt so fresh, and I love the music, the ambience, the atmosphere it was giving off. And when you see All Might, when he's sinking, he's like, oh shit, they're really coming, and you see Shigaraki just charging him. It was a great moment. It was just such a great moment. And then Izuku coming in and saving him and stuff. So yeah, final episode. Bones, you did it. You did a fantastic job. You're this season's Madhouse. Hands down. This season's Madhouse. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look out for more of Studio Bones' works after this. If they continue to put out quality content like they did with this season, and they do it for Mob Psycho, and then Season 2 of Boku no Hero Academia, definitely looking to be one of my personal favorite studios of all time. You know what, Bones? You definitely are in one of the best studios of this year. If I had to make, let's say a top 3 or top 5 favorite anime studios of 2016, Bones is already in that number 3 spot. Or, my top 3. Easily in my top 3. Because of how they did this. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you feel about this finale? How'd you feel about the anime in general? Anime onlys, I need to ask you all right now, since this is the final episode, and Season 2 was announced. Are you going to watch Season 2? Like, what was your expectations walking into the series? Did you think it was worth the hype? Like, do you think the hype was actually true? Like, do you think the series deserved it, or do you feel like the series was overhyped? I mean, how do you feel? Because, I mean, look, I have been a fanboy of Boku no Hero Academia for a very long time. I have. And I know not everyone's going to appreciate or enjoy this series as much as I do. I expect that. I don't expect everyone to love the series like I do. But I'm just curious, like, how do you anime onlys feel about the season? Don't just say you like it. Like, let me know. What are your reasons for why you enjoyed this? Or if you hated it, let me know as well. I really want to know, because it's just something I'm really interested to find out, to see what everybody thinks about the series, and if you're going to carry on and watch Season 2. But I will say, however, this arc was the game changer for the entirety of the series. It's where the series goes into a more serious tone. It gets more darker as it goes along. So, FYI, if you want, like, happy-go-lucky times, which sure, there'll be a few funny and, you know, good moments, but I mean, if you want, you know, just comedy, straight up, nothing serious, you're not gonna probably get that, because it's gonna be serious from here on out. This entire arc changed Boku no Hero Academia permanently. So, you all have a wonderful day, or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.